Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop.
Hi, everyone. Good morning to you. It's 8 o'clock on the start of a Monday. Glad you're with us on this massive victory Monday. Not only a massive victory for the Bills, now at 9-2.
Yeah.
But of course, the Bills beat the Chiefs in their first loss of the season, which is really stunning. Not that they've lost to the Bills, but the fact that they had to come here to lose.
Like, what a fun game though to watch.
Yeah.
Like, we all enjoyed that yesterday, right?
It was great.
From the very beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And the interception. And then the very end and the interception.
I got to tell you, though, I should eat my words because last week I blatantly said that I didn't want to talk about my predictions.
I was going to say, there are so many times you should do that.
Well, in this case, I was talking about the Chiefs winning.
You're just like, I should eat my words. I'm like, yes. Correct.
Listen, I say what everyone's thinking, and I'm not sorry for it either.
Not always.
In this case, I was wrong, and I admit it. I thought that the Bills were going to lose.
Well, I thought Taylor was going to be here, so.
Eat your words. Connie was telling us for days and days and days she was not going to be there. We just did not want to believe you.
No,
Connie.
we didn't want to believe it because I felt like it could happen.
Theoretically, it should have happened. Because,
yeah, it should have happened.
Right? I mean, she was in Toronto. And you know what is so cool about the Taylor effect on this is that little girls are now interested in something that perhaps they may not have ever been, but they're interested in like a different aspect of it.
It takes a little bit longer to get into something like football. Like, you kind of have to understand it. So like when you're younger, yeah, if your parents are into it, you're like, yeah, go Bill, whatever. But like it's a unifier. It's kind of nice.
And so here we are. We're all under this collective umbrella of the NFL. And, if a major celebrity who's running a 2-year tour that has grossed billions of dollars is coming to your town, you want to catch a glimpse of her, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And you kind of hope, especially because this tour has been so hard to get the tickets. So you're like hopeful that like maybe there's another chance. Like, I couldn't get the tickets for my kids. I tried so hard, and so many of us tried really hard to get tickets. And then it's like, you know what? I couldn't get them. Maybe they'll be able to see him at the at the Bills game.
How about this one little girl who tried and tried and tried just to see her favorite singer, Taylor Swift.
It's so cute.
So Taylor was a no-show yesterday, but this one little girl and her mom camped outside the stadium just to potentially catch a glimpse.
Come on, that is so cute. Poor
with
little
a sign
thing
that says, "I love you, Taylor Swift." And after spending all day in the cold and getting your hopes up, the adrenaline rushing, you just kind of conk out.
Oh, poor little thing.
Right? Is this not the most heartbreaking thing you've ever
seen? She's got her coat on. She's got mom's coat
Right.
on. She's got the cutest hat.
You know what? God bless her. And really, you know what? Taylor should send this fan something special. That is dedication. Give her a 22 hat. Pull her up on the stage. Let her have 10 seconds.
It's so stinking cute.
I can't imagine. And you know what? Maybe I can imagine being a parent and having a child who is just super into something.
I know.
Seeing all of these things out there, all of these videos, because everything's on YouTube nowadays.
Yeah, and the Taylor thing is hard because, like we said, though, it's just the tickets are hard to get.
They're
hard to
expensive.
get. So, like, she was hoping to catch a glimpse. It's so cute.
Brittany says it is sadder than a Swift song. Kelsey, meantime, my 4-year-old is screaming at the TV for her Joshie. And Peter says, now that needs to go viral for Taylor to see. And I really hope it does. You can share that actually on our Facebook page. And, maybe if you tag Taylor Swift or, I don't know, somebody else.
Maybe her peep's going to see it.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, they are definitely in town. And obviously our broadcast goes up to Toronto.
Yeah.
So
she could be sitting there watching this right now.
Who knows?
She could be on her burner Facebook account.
Right. She's mailer left.
Yeah. Taylor. Yeah.
Marguerite says, I like the little kids at the museum tailgating saying their favorite player was ice cream. Yeah. Isn't it all of ours?
Ice cream. They were so little.
Oh my gosh, it was adorable.
They were so little. They were like 3. And Derek's like, who's your favorite player in the Bills? They're eating ice cream. And the kid just goes, ice cream. So cute.
We had ice cream yesterday during the halftime of the Bills Chiefs game, Russ goes, "Okay, we got to hurry because we don't want there to be a big rush at the ice cream shop." The two workers, we get there, are sitting at a table by themselves.
Like playing Uno.
Literally. I'm like, "You guys need a TV in here?" She's like, "Yeah, we know." And it was just the two of us. So
Super cute.
it was good though. We went to Rosie's. It was delicious. Have you been there yet?
No.
Oh, so good.
No.
So good.
I mostly sit at my house and sleep.
Elizabeth, this is cute. My 5-year-old niece was yelling, "Run, Josh, run!" Jeanette says, exactly. I always turn on Channel 7 when we go to Toronto. She definitely could be watching. Look, and Taylor, if you are watching, and we invite you to watch every morning on our WKBW app, Taylor, even
Because
when
it
you're
doesn't
not
matter
in
what
Toronto,
city you're in. You can watch on the app all the time.
we would give you an open invitation, extend the courtesy to you of coming here and being with us for this esteemed broadcast of note called Second Cup.
You don't have to stand next to Ed. You can stand next to me. Yes, we'd love to have
But
you.
in the event that you're interested, the door's always open.
You know, good that you put out that movie, though, too, because then everybody gets to watch the tour, which is a lot of fun. Super cute.
Larry, this is true. So sad that kids have to grow up to be adults, right?
Yeah, adulting is the worst. Don't we say it all the time?
Then you get jaded and just angry and tired and cranky. And then you're sick and you've got to come to work instead of staying home and watching cartoons all day, or Maury and Ricky Lake and Jerry Springer. Remember all of those sick day traditions? Like you'd watch The Price is Right, The News at Noon,
Yep.
cartoons for a little
You were
while.
probably the only kid who was watching the news at noon, just so you know. Like, normal little kids were like, now it's time for my grilled cheese or my chicken noodle soup since
Right,
I don't feel
exactly.
good. Kenneth is having issues with our
I
app.
know. He's really not happy about
I know.
that.
Kenneth, you'll have to send us an email and let us know.
So Kenneth is kind of pissed because the streaming app hasn't necessarily been
Well, yeah.
up to his standard.
Melly sent a message this morning saying that she was having a hard time with the app too. So when this happens, it is good to let us know.
And
And then listen, it's above our pay grade, as you can imagine. They're
look,
not letting us touch that kind of
no,
stuff.
please.
But we can pass a message along.
We are in the business of customer service. So whatever you got, Kenneth, keep it coming.
Yeah, let us know. Oopsies.
And then somebody was wondering, did I go to the game? Who was wondering that? Somebody literally just asked, Ed, did you go to the game? My husband went. They had a blast. Oh, here, Sarah. Did you go to the game, Ed? My husband was there and had a ball. No, we didn't go. We actually sold our tickets. Not for as much money as initially thought we would, but sold them, made money on them. Perfect. So thank you to whomever bought them.
Hope you enjoyed the game. I watched it in a recliner at my brother's.
That sounds great.
And then after I reclined, I had to get up and I was like, someone needs to get me out of this thing.
Help me.
I was a little bit stuck.
I've fallen, but I can't get up. Melly wondering, do you know what you're having?
A baby. That's all.
We were just joking.
It's going to be a surprise. We don't know.
Wouldn't it be so weird if Katie had a girl?
Everybody's convinced it's a boy. Everybody is. Oh, a couple of people have said girl to me. A couple of people have, but everybody here says it's a boy. It's because they're just used to me being around boys all the
It's
time.
so true. Like, I can't imagine having a girl in your family.
Literally surrounded by boys all the time.
I
I
know.
say this constantly. It's here at work. It's at my house. Like even the dog's a boy. Everybody, like I have to tell everybody what to do. Like I have to tell everybody what to do. It's like there's only one girl.
God help that child if it's a boy. Oh my God. If it's a girl, you know it's going to be just like you, too.
A little mini Katie that Paul has
Yeah.
to deal with. You know, it's about time Paul had to deal with something difficult. Because I'm very easy.
Yes, you are very real. What did I send you?
Everywhere.
There was this one Instagram video I sent you where it was like,
Yeah, like
I'm very relaxed.
I'm
if.
so relaxed and easygoing as long as everything's on schedule. I came up with the schedule. It's the time that I said it was going to be. It's like, yeah, exactly.
So funny.
Exactly.
Denise wondering when you're due. So is Lori.
We're thinking the end of January, probably.
Elizabeth says no one could see me being a girl mom, and that was when I had my daughter after 2 boys.
So we'll see, guys. I don't know.
Bonnie wondering, do you have any cravings?
Not anymore. But you know what? In the beginning, I couldn't eat a thing. I was so sick for all those months, like months, you know.
Yes, I do.
I was so sick. And I didn't eat really like barely ate for probably like 4 months. But everybody kept saying like it's fine. Like
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, aside from feeling horrible, you know what I mean? They were like, it's not like they still get what they need. You just can't really eat food. It was so awful. I remember we went to the doctor the one time, and I couldn't drink water. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I was
know.
like trying my hardest, but I just was so sick constantly. And then Paul was like, "Doctor, what if she just chugged a full glass of water?" Because he's like, she hasn't had water. Like we're trying. What if she just chugged a glass of water? And I'm like looking at him, looking at the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, that wouldn't work because then she would throw that
Throw
up
up.
too." I was like, thought he came up with the solution here. Like, yeah, just chug it. I'm like, no, honey,
It's so
that's
funny.
not how it works.
Kaylin says, wow, you kept your secret under wraps for quite a while. Good on you. I could never. I'm horrible with that. Okay, so I have a question for you. Seriously, based on what you just said, I mean, being so sick and like having to do this, like how difficult that's
You
gotta
were
be.
here.
Well, I know, but
I'd be in the commercial breaks like this.
and I felt horrible for you.
And
Really,
then you'd come up and I'd be like, welcome back, everybody.
right. And like, do you think that this business is so different than others? Like if
The one thing I mean, I think women work through all sorts of things, like, because everybody works through this stuff. And I'm like, I can't believe people work through this. Like, my mind, I'm like, I can't believe it.
Right.
But the one thing I will say about this business is probably like some of my friends were like, I just foregone the makeup, the hair. I just didn't do it for a couple months when I wasn't feeling great. I just wore whatever. If I work from home, I wore whatever. But like,
Sad.
obviously we have to like just do, that's the only big difference. I think you still have to look normal or try to.
isn't that so crazy?
But you know what? It is what it is. And
Yeah.
I can't believe all the people that do it. Like
Princess Kate?
people are amazing.
I mean, she's got to be a princess at the same time.
Yeah. Sarah says being pregnant and stuff. It is. It's really tough. I can't believe it.
Brittany says our society is horrible with that. Danielle says, great job keeping it under wraps. Never knew.
Yeah.
Women are amazing. Tamara says, yeah, you know what? Credit to you.
Yeah,
Because
Paul goes, if this was up to guys, like there'd be no more babies.
literally, I went home sick the other day.
Well, there were a couple days that I did go home sick, but yeah, Caitlin says you got to do what you got to do. Pull up your bootstraps and get it. Your mom says she took the subway for 9 months in heels.
Well, isn't she a champ?
Boop, boop. She is a champ. Bring a snack bag to the hospital. Best advice I have, never enough snacks. Okay.
Oh. Look at what Paula said. I laid down under my desk every day at lunch when I was expecting.
Fastest 30 minutes.
Oh, man.
There were like, I'm usually not like that, but there were like maybe a couple days that I did say, I got to just go. Like, remember the couple days I'd be like, I got to go just lay down for a hot second. I was like, I'm going to set my alarm. If you don't see me for second cup, come get me before second cup.
Well, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, mama, you know?
Yeah. And it's weird because you're usually not like that, but like it just is. Your body just tells you what the heck's
Yeah.
going on. Yeah, it's wild.
Okay, so should we talk about the Bills? Or did we kind of already talk about the Bills?
Well, if you guys want to talk about the Bills more, we can do that. I like the Thanksgiving travel.
Let's talk
story
about that.
Because oh, wait, really quick. Let's talk about the baby carrots, only because I think that a lot of people have these.
Okay.
Tons of people buy these baby carrots. Tons of people buy them for their kids. There's a huge recall right now of baby carrots. John, you want to pull that video up? I want to
Here.
pull it up because
Different brands, like Good and Gather brand.
so right. So they're all coming from the one plant, but there's so many brands. And the ones that I think you'd recognize here were Good and Gather. That's Target. Wegmans had them at one point. Trader Joe's had them. There's a couple other brands that had them. But just know this. They're saying the bags with E. coli are not on the shelves anymore, but they could still be in your fridge.
Okay, so the Erie County executive actually tweeted a little while ago, if you bought bagged carrots at Wegmans or Trader Joe's in Amherst,
Yep.
you should consider throwing them out as E. coli contaminated, many bagged by the California grower that Katie was just mentioning. So just keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah. So just know that it's an E. coli outbreak. It's been in 18 different states, I think, too. 18 states, yeah. And then
Again, these
I
are
was-
organic.
Organic, yeah. I scanned the list. It's organic carrots, led to at least one death so far. So just know this.
Brittany says, I am only buying adult carrots from now on.
I literally just bought some baby carrots yesterday, so I'm gonna like double check them when I get home.
All right, let's talk about Thanksgiving. So here we are. We are literally a week away from Thanksgiving, a week and a half away from Thanksgiving. If you haven't made travel arrangements yet, you better start thinking about them if you're going someplace, because we know the day before Thanksgiving is traditionally the busiest travel day of the year.
Yeah.
And many, many more people are planning to drive, with a record 71.5 million people expected on the roads this Thanksgiving between Tuesday, November 26th, and Monday, December 2nd. Thanksgiving's so late this year that we're going into December already.
I know. Yeah, that, by the way, is going to be crunch time for all of us, because we're used to having that extra week after Thanksgiving. So you're going to be, like Ed said, straight into December, 4 weeks then until like Christmas,
Right.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Like that's going to fly. And those weekends get busy.
I mean, it's already flown. I can't believe that we are already at the point where it is the middle to late November,
Right.
and we're thinking about like the new year already. Like, that's insane to me. It was just summer.
So, and about 5.8 million people are expected to fly. That's a new record too.
Okay,
So we're talking a record driving number, a record flying number.
people are just not staying put. We're flying out on Thanksgiving. I haven't done that before, but I'll be interested to see if it's not terribly busy.
Oh,
Okay, Sarah, I've done that before, and I actually swear by it, because you get in and it's easy, it's calm, no one's concerned, everyone's in a good mood. The day before, it's, everyone is just flipping out.
so here's the other thing too. If you're like me, I know a lot of people are Christmas early kind of people. I am a Christmas after Thanksgiving person. So I need to get that tree up, because if I don't, then I'm going to be mad because I won't have the time that I like with the tree.
You know what? You just leave it up a little longer.
That's what I will do.
Oh, but then the baby comes.
Right. So we've got a little bit of an issue this year.
Oh, no.
Because I'm like, this tree can be up until May. I don't know. I don't know, because like it just is what it is.
Whatever. Maybe it's a holiday tree now.
I just put it in the baby's room. Baby can look
It's a
at
baby
it.
tree.
They love lights. Little twinkles.
Kelly says she's cruising for Thanksgiving. And Kelly, you're not alone. We actually heard this morning that a lot of people are going to be on cruises for Thanksgiving, which I think is kind of cool too. I mean, it's a nice little getaway.
Yeah.
But
So really, like if you think about that, like you only have, like you literally have less than a month.
I know.
So Paul and I like to do you shop for people who are not local? Because we shop for people who are not local, his
right.
brothers. So I actually think this weekend we're going to do our like little nephews shopping. There's 4 kids. And so we will go knock that out, because I like to have that ready to go to send back with his parents, because
Are they coming up here?
at some point, yeah, they are.
Okay.
And we were talking, and I like to have the presents for Christmas ready to go, because the holiday shipping, that's another thing that's
Well-
like, not only is it expensive, but you're in a line.
And hello, guess what? The prices for all of those things going up
know.
come January. So if you don't get your shipments out soon, maybe like you're a procrastinator or whatever, you're
I
going to
know.
wind up paying a lot more money than you really should be.
So that's what I try to do, is like have it ready to go. Excuse me, so I can send
No, Lauren.
Lauren, isn't Ed hosting?
Yes, that is so rude. No, Lauren, that is terrible to say. I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving for a couple of reasons. It really gets us into the mood. The food is delicious. We get everyone together.
Pumpkin pie, pecan pie.
Oh,
That's
my
become
mom
my
makes
new thing
pecan
now.
pie.
I always loved pumpkin pie growing up, and I still do. But man, my mom started making a pecan pie. And it's
Mhm.
so
Does she make it with chocolate?
No.
Okay, so Jan makes a chocolate pecan pie. That is like, it's like dense.
I
though.
bought pies from Minkowski. I wonder when I get those. That was going to be my contribution when my mom asked what I was bringing for Thanksgiving. I was going to be like, why don't I bring a pie? Even though she likes to home make them, I was going to say, let me take one off your load. It was for Brady's music or something.
Yeah, a fundraiser of some sort.
Something.
Yeah, I bought oranges.
I bought 2 pies.
that
That tells
to
you
each their own.
That tells you where we are these days. Yeah.
Lauren says, no, it sucks dragging the kids all over. Is that a hassle for parents, like schlepping the kids to somebody else's house?
I'll let you know next year.
Your mom says it costs as much to send chocolate buffaloes.
It
as,
does.
Right?
It does.
I understand what you're saying 100%. Jeff, of course, talking about the turkey coma.
I just remember the one time, and like we end up sending like a big thing of gifts because we've got, like I said, 4 nephews plus, and like I remember one time I spent like $100 on shipping, and I'm like,
That's insane.
right. And I'm like, this is crazy to spend this on shipping because, like, if I just get my act together, then I can not do that.
I mean,
Then you could put $50 more toward presents.
fair, exactly. Russell told me the other day, he's like, okay, what do you want for Hanukkah? And I told him, I'm like, I rattled up a whole list of things. He's like, well, why don't you make me a list? Because I've got a dollar amount in mind. I'm like, how about you share that dollar amount? Because God knows I've already outspent you.
Yeah.
You know what? So maybe I need to return a couple of things.
Paul and I were just saying yesterday, especially because obviously we've got some expenses coming this next year. And I was like, let's just
Come on, Katie. You know what? That's not true. Babies are so cheap. They're inexpensive. I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
going to your Uncle Ed's and he's going to spend his money on you. But so I was just saying we should do like just set a little price, whatever. But I did say, you know what I said I wanted? And he was like, that's such a lame thing to ask for. I want a lunchbox. Because you've seen how I like load up all, I'm taking a lot of snacks these days. Like, let's be real. And I'm loading up all my snacks in my backpack. I want a box to put it in. And it needs to be big enough so my Pyrex fits in the bottom of it.
So about a year and a half ago, I bought a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Remember, I was carrying it in the brown paper bag, and I
Yeah.
hated that. Like
Yeah.
the bag would rip. It was so cheap. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, why
Yeah.
are we even wasting money on something that I'm
know.
going to throw out?
I want a good lunchbox.
It was the best investment. Maybe like $40, and I was totally cool with it.
It needs to be big enough though.
Sean, I like your idea. Second cup baby shower at the nickel plate. So funny. Lauren says she hasn't enjoyed Thanksgiving in years. I was either pregnant and not feeling well or dealing with a kid. I'll get back to loving it in a few years. Lauren, have a drink and relax.
Okay, well then you
You're
watch
fine.
your kids.
I wind up doing it anyway. I watch the dog. I play with the kids. I'm cleaning the plates.
Do it all dranch.
Exactly.
Yes.
Anyway, no, Russ is doing a huge Thanksgiving. He always does, like
yeah, he cooks.
right. He's a really, really good cook too.
My mom cooks. I'm not a good cook, so I don't.
I'm not either. I don't know / even know how to / enjoy it.
Paul tells me I cook too healthy, so that's why my stuff isn't that good. So
That's not fair, Paul.
So
Healthy
like
is good.
I made that white chicken chili yesterday,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Shouldn't this have some cheese in it?" And I was like, "Well,
It's only 1 point on Weight
it's
Watchers.
got 1/3 the fat cream cheese in it." And then I was like, "You can top it with some cheese." He's like, "It needs some cheese," and he was like, "And some salt."
Your mom here weighing in. Once you have a baby, you only get a token gift at Christmas. Big gifts for the baby only.
Mom, I don't think that's how it works. Mom.
So what? There's only going to be Tide now at the bottom of the stocking?
Tied under the so I've talked about this, how my mom does like essentials in the stocking and essentials in the Easter basket. As you've gotten older, like now you get a basket full of Tide, which is fantastic.
Hello.
Also, sometimes there's like a bottle of wine in there. Essentials, but not this year. But so yeah, the Tide that she got me for Easter, and so me and David, my brother, and Paul all get them, and I keep them on top of the like laundry. Literally this week, I am using the last Tide Pods from Easter.
Wow.
Because she buys, like, she's the sale person, CVS. They've got this on sale. I've got that. So she
And you
goes
get
and
a
buys
receipt that's as long as a city block.
no kidding. And she gets the big, like, pods or the big, like, liquid thing. So for the first time probably in a year, I bought Tide yesterday.
Wow.
Because I just needed a little bit more to get through to Christmas, Mom, where I get my Tide. Tide.
Howard has a recommendation for you. Free and clear Tide. Make sure to get the child a good laundry soap.
Dreft, right? That's what
Yeah.
everybody says you use. Dreft. Is that what it is?
Caitlin says we do a Secret Santa for the adults, so we only buy for one adult and get the kids gift. And
Kinda
that's
started
something
doing
that
that.
you
Yeah.
have said will save you
We
money.
started doing that with some friends of ours because we were just going overboard. You're buying all these adults gifts, and we're all like, okay, we're old enough to buy what we want.
So I got all of the kids' gifts yesterday.
Really?
I am done.
Amazon?
Well,
What,
a
you
little
finally
bit.
hit purchase?
Well, yeah. You know what I've been doing.
I know, I've been watching.
Well, because I've been trying to like buy in increments, because you know that when the one person who controls the finances sees that massive bill, you're like, it's going to be a problem. So I've been trying to like drip and drab so that it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
But then the packages keep coming.
Right.
So there's two problems.
Needless to say. Here, Lauren. Don't waste your money on Dreft. Just use Tide Free and Clear and use it for everyone in the family instead of buying 2 different detergents.
Okay.
Good to know.
Very good. Jeanette says, does everyone's mom give them Tide? Because that's what I'm looking forward to also.
Because it's so expensive. I did one of those shopping trips yesterday that you dread.
Yep.
The olive oil.
Yep. Karen says they do a Secret Santa too and then also buy for the kids. Ooh, Danielle, that's a good one. A new fridge for
Ooh.
Christmas.
Love that. That's something you can show off too.
Love. We got to go, Edward.
Have a great day, everyone. Go Bills. We'll see you tomorrow.